Hey Sagittarius, welcome to Skills Rising Tarot. I don't think these are the cards I wanted to use, but I picked them up anyway, so we're going to roll with it. I hope you guys are all doing well. Remember, take what resonates, leave the rest. So I think the lighting is a little bit better when I do this at like 1 a.m. versus when I'm doing it at like 11 in the morning. All right, what do we have for Sagittarius? What do they need to know? What are we starting out with? Helpless and hopeless. Not good energy to be in. Anything else? Refusing to see and feeling alone. So maybe there's some situation that you're feeling helpless and hopeless, and it's something that you're not really allowing yourself to be open to see, to try, to trust. You know, and I feel like that's kind of leaving you feeling like you're just kind of alone in the entire situation. I don't know, it's kind of a bad energy. I feel like maybe, I don't know, this guy's kind of facing this way. Maybe you need to like turn around and kind of see. He's like facing the sun. It's like he wants to walk. I don't know. I feel like he needs to go through some shit, but he needs to be able to see. I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say. No, that feeling alone, you got a 5 here. I feel like that's about changing, maybe changing up, working with your heart chakra. Got that underneath. No, let's see. Let's see what tarot has to tell you. We're using the Cthulhu deck. The Knight of Wands. I feel like this is like, I don't know, it's like looking into things, investigating into something, you know, might kind of, I think the universe is trying to tell you that, you know, maybe you need to look into your actions, maybe you need to look into somebody else's actions. You know, maybe there's something that you're not quite seeing that you need to look into further details with. With the Queen of Cups sitting up here, I feel like maybe this is also about your heart chakra. So maybe you're refusing to, let's see that. I feel like you need to investigate why. I don't really feel compassion. I feel like you're being like closed off in some way, shape, or form, and you need to like dig a little bit further. You know, why are you feeling closed off? You know, we got the 3 of Swords here. Maybe it's because you're going through some kind of heartbreak. Ooh, okay. I feel like somebody betrayed you. I'm starting to get the whole picture here now. I feel like you're in this space of like, with this hopelessness, refusing to see, feeling alone, that like, you know, maybe it's something you found out and you're kind of just holding your emotions back or your energy back from somebody, especially if that person like broke your heart. They lied to you. They were incredibly deceptive, and it's like, you know, she's holding a gun and this card. It's like, I don't know, I feel just ultimate betrayal. You know, especially if it was somebody who is incredibly egotistical. I feel like you got caught up with somebody who just played you, and you're starting to figure that out. I see things changing for you with this Wheel of Fortune. Maybe things are starting to finally turn around, and like the more insight you see, the more that things start to get a little bit better for you with this Three of Wands here. Was this the Six of Swords? I kind of like that. It's like moving into a different energy. It's like, you're going through the investigation part, trying to figure things out. There's probably some things you don't want to look at. You're trying to be kind of emotionally mature about things. You're trying to be responsible, compassionate about things, but when it boils down to it, you messed with somebody who broke your heart. They lied to you. They played you, and deep down you want things to be better. You want things to change. You're hoping that there's some sort of victory within that, that you're going to get. I don't know how to say that. Like, it's like staring at that road ahead and seeing that victory, but not quite getting there. But, I got the Hangman on the bottom. It's maybe you need to look at all the different perspectives, like gain a higher ground and try to see the whole picture. Try to look at this as a positive. What is it? People say, what is it that I don't want? And, everybody says that you're not supposed to say, I don't, this is what I want. But in reality, we're all human in some way, shape, or form. Not all of us are good humans, but we're human nonetheless. But I feel like trying to look at this like more positively. What are the lessons that this situation has taught you? Maybe it's time to get out, go do things with friends. This Three of Cups. I feel like it's about looking at things differently. What's your advice in this situation, whatever this situation is for you? I normally will not take all these, but we're going to anyways. I got the King of Swords, Two of Wands, and the Two of Cups with the Hierophant on the bottom and the King of Coins and the Two of Coins. A lot of twos. So I feel like you're kind of at a crossroads. You're at a decision-making time. And your advice is, I feel like with the King of Swords, maybe it's time for you to finally make that head over heart decision. Choose a path, especially when it comes to who you feel is right for you. Who do you want to commit to with this Hierophant here? And we have the King of Coins on the bottom. That's telling me that you want somebody that's stable, that's strong, that you can depend on, that's well balanced. But maybe you need some sort of like higher perspective on the cycle that this is continuing in. I think it's just going to leave you out in the cold. It's going to leave you with a lot of regret. And I feel like it's time to... I've got the Five of Cups. It's like... I'm trying to the best way to describe this, because this is normally like leaving something out in the cold, but I feel like this is more about maybe shutting the doors, closing the doors on something, especially... I don't know, especially if you feel like it wasn't it didn't bring something stable to you. And then we have the Two of Swords under that. There's a lot of twos, a lot of decisions to make. I think what it's trying to say is just be real with what path you choose to go down. I don't know who needed to hear that message, but the Eight of Visions fell out, which is the Eight of Cups, which is telling me that maybe you need to walk away from this, whatever that is for you. All right, let's see what else we have for Saggy. That was kind of, I'm sorry, Sag, if you're going through that. All right, what message do we have for Sagittarius? What do we have for Sag? We have heart protection and manifestation. Anything else for Saggies? Deep healing on the bottom. So we got 7, 6, 14, 8, 2, 5. Those numbers might be significant. We have 4. I feel like at this time, like, you're finding a way to start to protect your heart, you know, and focusing on maybe some of the things that you want to bring into your world. And with that deep healing, I feel it's like that deep dive. Like, why do I attract this stuff? Why am I bringing this in? Why am I manifesting this? You know, I feel like you're finally taking some time to guard that heart. You know, do that introspection. Do the inner workings. All right, what do we have coming out for Sag? What else do they need to know? We have the 7 of Boons with the 3 of Boons popping out there. My cards are saying they need to know this stuff. What do they all need to know? We got the Forge. Is there anything else Sag needs to know? And this deck, Boons or Pentacles. So I feel like you have options. It's like one door closes, you have another one to choose type of energy, you know? And I see like with the 3 of Boons, she's making this spell work. And she's got people around to help support her to help her out, like hand her those ingredients. So I feel like with that, one door closes, you have other doors to choose from, but knowing the fact that you have people around you that are going to help you with those ingredients. And with Moonlight here, which is the Moon card, I feel like it's telling you that, you know, even though you have fears, there's always going to be that light to shine. You know, maybe you need to follow that path, follow that light. The Forge here is the Justice. It's Temperance. You know, it's about being patient. It's about healing. It's about doing things the right way. I love this one. It's like the blacksmith. And I said this in another read. I, I think it was either Aries or Leo's. But it's about having that patience to build something right and build something correct. And with the six of challenges, and challenges in this deck are swords, it's really about, even though you're bruised and battered, and she's got leafy little ice packs all over her body, you're starting to come into that peaceful situation where you've put that work in, you've put that effort, you've been bruised and battered, but you still pick yourself back up. You're chilling out in the tree and you're just chilling, but you're away from all these deceptive wolves down here. All those people that want to take advantage of you, that don't bring you that peace and that harmony. Which brings you to the Keeper of Visions, which is the King of Cups. It's like really getting in tune with your emotions. It's that deep healing energy, that energy of, I understand why I feel this way, and I'm going to own it. There may not be anything I can do to change it, but I still own it. The Seven of Spells and the Four of Challenges on the bottom. Spells are wands, and what was that? Challenges are swords. So I feel like you're finally taking back like your energy, and you're just pulling your energy away. Like, you're guarding yourself, you're pulling yourself in, you're meditating, you're contemplating, especially where you want to start some kind of new beginning. And I feel like with the Weaver of Boons, which is the Queen of Pentacles, is that you're finally taking that time to really take care of yourself. And I think that's the message that you also needed to hear, is that, when you close that door to that chapter and you start something new, it changes that energy around you. It brings in the people that want to help lift you up. And I think that's what you're starting to figure out. You might still be guarded, and you might still hold your energy back, but that's all right. It is totally okay to take care of yourself. If you can't take care of yourself, then how are you going to take care of somebody else? I feel like I need this one. All right, Sag. I feel like we're on this healing journey. You've got your heart pounded on, and you need that reassurance that everything's gonna be all right. It's one day at a time, one step at a time. All right, what else do we have for Sagittarius? What else do they need to know? We have mystery with dark matter. Anything else? Growth, attraction came out with to make equal, and fluidity with fury on the bottom. So I feel like you might be feeling that fury, and everything right now might just kind of be a mystery, which is okay. We all go through it. But that leads to some kind of growth. And then once you start growing, you start attracting those things that you want, especially those things that equal your vibration. And you become a little bit more fluid. You start rolling with it. You're rolling in the deep. I don't know who sings that. I think it's Belle. I don't know. All right, what else does Sag need to know? I'm not taking all those. What do we have for Sagittarius? What is it you need to tell them? I feel like hard work and research and hard work brings you some kind of emotional gain. You got the Page of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. Knight of Wands and King of Swords. I feel like this is more about you digging deep into yourself. It's like you trying to open up that mystery, but you're putting the work into yourself. Especially when it comes to being like, I feel like it's like a healing energy with this Queen of Cups. Like, you're being open to finally allowing yourself to receive some kind of healing energy. And I feel like that kind of lets your spirit a little bit free with this Knight of Wands. It's like you're getting out, you're kind of having fun, but you're being real with yourself at the same time with this King of Swords on the bottom. You know, especially, I feel like dealing with that heartbreak with the devil, like that egotistical asshole you've been dealing with. You know, I feel like maybe blocking some of that energy out kind of gives you some higher enlightenment. Take that however it resonates, but being stuck in your head is not really going to help. Being anxious, especially if you thought there was going to be some kind of strong commitment coming in. I don't know, I feel like some Sagittarius out there has really got their heart broken, and maybe this is a message they needed to hear. I don't know, what is it you need to surrender? I feel you. I'm so sorry. Alright, what does Sagittarius need to surrender? Surrender defensiveness. Anything else? And outdated beliefs about yourself. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. So that boils back to the refusing to see. You know, maybe whoever you're dealing with did play you or whatever, but at least have the common decency to hear them out. You do not have to believe them, but you can just say, no, that's cool, but I respectfully decline having a conversation with you. And you can do it nicely without being defensive. No is a one-word sentence. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Letting go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in life. And I feel like that's some of the stuff that's coming out too. Like, what is it you tell yourself? Like, when you go into a relationship, do you have certain expectations because that's what you've lived in the past? Are you... It's like projecting what you want. And if you want something better, maybe you need to project something better. And then surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all the creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. And I feel like getting a little more creative about things, getting a little bit more open about things, going out, doing things, you know, maybe there's a hobby, a craft, anything you want. Like, everybody has a healing energy, and a lot of it has to do with creativity. So the more creative I feel like you can be, the more healing energy you can bring in. All right, let's get a little last piece of advice. And then we're going to call it a night. Alright, this is the Moonology manifestation. And we're still in Mercury retrograde, so I feel like it's time to kind of maybe let go a little. We have attune to the divine, step up and lead, and go for it with know that you are loved. So I feel like a lot of this is letting it go, and it's kind of, if it's meant to be, it'll be type of energy. And maybe you need to step up and you need to start taking the lead in your own life. You know, if you're feeling helpless or hopeless, maybe ask yourself why. Why am I feeling this way? And do something to change it. And with go for it on the bottom, you know, you never know. It's one of those, well, what if it doesn't work out? I mean, what if it does? You never really know. All right, Sagittarius, it has been a awesome pleasure. Love, peace, and light. Night, guys.